Look at his outfit, makes you look skinny. Hey! Got him. Ooh, that's a cool weapon. It's a lot of psychological damage. Oh my god, that head on the cave is so nasty, dude. Oh. It's looking at us from all angles. I cannot even get 2 levels out of this. That's crazy, dude. How's the lore so far? Very Souls FromSofty type of thing. Oh shit, hey mate. Dude, I deal so much damage nowadays, it's crazy. Just a regular attack is 420. Look how much damage we deal. We just one-shot everything. Oh, not this guy. Close enough. Yeah, so basically the whole thing, mod, is that anything deemed not a $1 billion project was cancelled. So that is the TLDR of what we learned over the last couple of years. If it doesn't potentially earn $1 billion, it is apparently not worth doing. So essentially the TLDR is that they only focused on World of Warcraft and mostly Call of Duty and Candy Crush. Those were like the 3 major projects. It is extremely short-sighted. But it is a very significant shift they made over the years. Hey, I have 50,000 on the dot. Isn't that just stupid? I mean, evidently so if you look look at how the company fared. But yeah, it's it really is a shame, dude. Like, it essentially went from focusing on trying to make really good games to trying to make a lot of money. I guess that's the case in most of the gaming industry, but yeah. No. Sale is definitely still happening, as far as I know, between Microsoft and Blizzard. Yes. When is it official? I think it takes like 2 years or something to finalize, but... I need one more thing. Yeah, there must be... It's an incredible amount of work, obviously, but... Anyways, we know that Microsoft in general has got a much better history when it comes to their acquisitions than some other companies do. And at the very least, they don't seem to necessarily they don't seem to be as focused on like making as much money tomorrow as possible. They seem to be mostly occupied with trying to make as much money as possible in like 50 years from now. I don't think I have 4. Nah, I don't have that. But yeah. The whole situation is kind of shitty though. So I still have a boss over here. I still have that dragon thing over there too. Dude, everyone would pay money for more co-op commanders. Like, that's the thing. We've talked about this many times, but like, if you have a team of like 10 developers working on Starcraft 2, sure, it's gonna cost them some money, but they can easily get an ROI on that. Easy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the goal isn't making an ROI. The goal is making $1 billion. They definitely have not, like, maximized profits on StarCraft 2 yet. Like, they can certainly continue building on it. Well, that's gonna be death. Oh, I'd have the bonuses equipped. Alright, fine, we'll use one. Dude, I can't get close. Like, how many people in the StarCraft community would love to buy one of those mini campaigns again, or like a new co-op commander, or like a war chest, or skins, or voice packs, or like, there's plenty, man. There's plenty. I mean, at this point, I guess a lot of people that are interested in the game no longer play, but... Again? Oh, I'm dead. But, you know, like, I don't know. Whenever we discuss this sort of thing, it always is a bit disappointing. Yeah, there's still plenty of active players. I don't know exactly how many people have played this season, but you can look it up. There's an API that gives you most of the information. So daily... Where is it? Player count. Player count is at about... According to SC2 Pulse, about 182,000 players in 1v1. There's also about 200k games played every day. There's a good amount of games being played, man. I don't know exactly how accurate those numbers are, right? Because I can't, like, I don't know how APIs work. Katowice had like 40k live viewers during the finals. Yeah, man, I'm seeing like 3 million live, or like not live, but I'm seeing like 3 million views a month on YouTube still. There's plenty of people interested in StarCraft. But yeah. But if they wanted to, they could easily grow it, you know? Like, back in the day, there used to be announcements in the in-game client whenever, like, tournaments would be going on. It wouldn't be that complex to do that, but, yeah. Ah, right. Probably should not be jumping down like this. I died here. Remember this boss fight? Me neither. Just hit him attack once. Alright, good. Lost Ashes of War. Yeah, I lost like 10k souls here the other day, and I got a little salty over it. There's just that insane boss fight. With those enemies that I don't have the correct weapon for. Where were they at again? I don't remember. It was really, it was a really easy run to that boss room. But I think I took a wrong turn right at the very start. Hello, what's this? Seal can only be broken by the seal breaker? Oh, yikes. Seal breaker! Yeah, my mimic definitely would make a difference in that room. Plus, I think my current setup might be a little better, but I don't know. Anyways, there is still some hope, I guess. And a new patch would definitely breathe a lot of new life into the meta of Starcraft 2. I would certainly like that a lot, but I'll believe it when I see it, man. It would also be really nice if they were to fix some of the low-hanging fruits. Like the fact that Archon mode suddenly got this, you know, just disappeared out of the game. The fact that team games haven't gotten any new maps in a long time. I mean, obviously 1v1 needs new ladder maps as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that they could quite easily do. But they just simply haven't. How do I get to the boss room? This just leads back to the start, doesn't it? Yeah. This is the Stake of Marika right over here. That's what boggles my mind too, man. Like, why remove everyone off of the project? Like, why everyone? If you are in charge of that, I understand that maybe you don't want to, like, support the game anymore, right? Whatever. But why remove everyone? Why not just leave, like, 1 or 2 people there to fix the most obvious problems? Because clearly if there's still, you know, 100,000 players, there's some people interested in it. How much does it cost? In Southern California, I guess it's not cheap, but it'll cost them a few $100,000 a year. Is that really the money they needed to save? Most of the problems are not super complex either, I don't think. But I think at this point, there's probably no one at Blizzard anymore that understands the code of Starcraft. Like, some of the shit, they must have just... I don't know. Nah, the game isn't that old. But right now, basically what they did, if I understand correctly, is they, like, moved StarCraft 2 to, like, the Classics game team. And the Classic Games team is in charge of, like, 7 different games. And there's probably, like, 10 people there. Anyways, remember these fuckers? I do. I have human skin. Or god skin, even. Even better. As my weapon and my armor. So, I mean, I feel like this is going to be very doable now, right? Alright. Yeah, I'm just way more powerful now than I was a couple days ago. Or when was this? Was this yesterday? I think it actually was yesterday. Dude, we have gained so much power in the last couple of hours of this game. Holy shit. We were struggling here, man. It wasn't fun. I was getting really quite salty here. I have gained so much power. Holy shit. Insane. Impossible fight. We only made it out because of godlike gameplay. Thank you guys. Thank you. I had the mimic summon then too. I had the mimic summon. That's the crazy part. I did finish that Crucible Knight. Yes. Someone said there's a, in Radahn's area, there's a cave I missed? Let us go and look around. Ew. I'm bullying Elden Ring right now, yeah. Yo, have a good one, Wolfie. Take care. Yeah, I hate being negative about these sorts of things, but it just really bothers me, you know? Such a fucking good game. Where is the cave? Is it by the wall? By the entrance? I care very much, bro. That's the thing. If I didn't care, I wouldn't, you know... I wouldn't get upset about it. Oh, that's a good point. I never would have found this. Dude, 100%. StarCraft 2 is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best RTS game. Like, playing Age of Empires for a couple of months made me realize how good StarCraft 2 is. I don't mean that as, like, shade towards AoE, because that game was pretty fun too. But, like, going from AoE 4 to StarCraft 2 felt like a breath of fresh air. I was like, oh my god, units actually listen to what I want them to do? That's crazy. Genuinely, in many ways, it is significantly better. In my personal opinion. But I also think objectively it's quite a bit better in many ways. Is StarCraft 2 perfect? No. But it is, by and large, the best RTS game. That's why I get, like, frustrated about it, right? It's not, like... It's not that I get frustrated just to complain. And I know it's popular to hate on Blizzard and all that, right? That's not it. It's just that I don't know. It feels like my favorite game is being neglected a bunch. And, obviously it's also not entirely selfless, because it's what I do for a living, I guess, for the most part, right? With YouTube channel, at least. This is a pretty high-level area, though. But it's just so weird that the entire catalog of Blizzard basically got neglected, other than fucking World of Warcraft. And even World of Warcraft got neglected for the most part, man. They must have cut so many people from that game, too. I've heard nothing but complaints about WoW over the last year. How long has it been since, like, a new patch went out? It's wild. They fired so many people a couple of years ago. Like, that's also, like, that's where things really start to spiral out of control, right? Like, they fucking fired loads and loads of people after a year with record sales. Oh, okay, the new patch, right, the new patch just went live, right? I think 9.2. Anyways, my point is that it, like, even that game got neglected, so it's just... I understand COVID obviously happened, right? I understand all that. But there's some serious mismanagement going on there. Yeah, and then Bobby got a massive, massive bonus. It's fucking crazy, dude. The whole thing is just so stupid. Ah, fire all the employees. Take a huge bonus. Got him. So dumb. You could literally run all the employees fired for a long time just based off of that bonus alone. That's the crazy part, dude. And obviously, if you fire everyone, right, that worked on those projects once upon a time, believe it or not, the people that are staying around also don't really want to stay. I know that, like, historically, at least, Blizzard was always apparently paying quite small amounts as far as salary goes compared to other companies that are also located in similar places. So I know a lot of people moved over to, like, for example, Riot. Riot is notorious for, or notorious, they're known to pay very well. And they have an office in, yeah, the same place as Blizzard, so. Hey, thank you, Blue Hair, for gifting a sub to I Heart Dog. Yeah, so apparently, I don't know the details, right? But at least from what I understand, apparently, like, other gaming companies at the same caliber paid significantly better. Excuse me, gentlemen. Coming through. I'm just here to pick up my souls. You guys carry on. The last company, they did the same thing. They laid off like 10% of the staff worldwide, and then they gave the CEO a massive bonus. Yeah. It's a bit strange to, like, do bonuses for CEOs based off of stock price, right? Like, that is... I don't know. Nah, none of the original people work there anymore, Dark Server. It's very short-sighted, Gabrielis. I 100% agree, man. But I guess that's a problem mostly for a lot of shareholders trying to push for very short-term profits, right? I think these guys just keep respawning, don't they? Man, Scarlet Rot is like this game's latest and favorite ability. Great stuff. Is there an actual boss in this? For what, McMuffin? A Starcraft PTR? The real boss is the Scarlet Rot? I need to go back. I don't want to waste one of my healing things. Wait, they did, McMuffin? Well, speak of the fucking devil. You're not... Alright, well, I guess this is a good moment then to call it quits. Here I am ranting for the better part of half an hour. Just because, you know, it hurts my fucking feelings. Starcraft 2, 5.0.9 PTR patch notes. And Tara Wadun, we are releasing a balance patch. Okay, hold up. I gotta close the game. Hold up. My rant did it. I gotta close the game properly. I gotta shout at Laurent real quick. There's gonna be like half an hour. I put enough pressure in my rant just now to apparently release this. I don't want to pay for PlayStation Plus game. I still don't want to do it. Stop it. Alright. One sec. Guys, is this real? So wait, this was just announced? The Starcraft? Anyways, we'll read over that, okay? I'm not gonna complain right from the get-go. The Starcraft 2 5.0.9 PTR patch notes. There's an actual balance patch for Starcraft 2, And Taro Adun, we are releasing a balance patch which was put together by our very own SC2 community. Over the past couple of months, we have been working with various members of the community and tournament organizers to create a balance update for the game. We would like to recognize and acknowledge the members of the group for the upcoming changes you see below. Now, I know some of you are wondering, Lowko, were you part of that cool kids club as well? I most definitely was not. I have given my thoughts on balance. I have complained about the game plenty. I mean, I absolutely love the game, which is why I complain, right? But, yeah, they did not ask my opinion. But I'm sure my, videos and stuff were viewed by some people that might be interested in it. Anyways, there has been a lot of rumor over the last, not just the last few months. There has been a lot of rumors, or there have been a lot of rumors over like the last, I want to say like half year or so, maybe longer, about balance patches. And, well, I literally just complained about it on stream, right? I was saying I'll believe it when I see it. Because at this point, Katowice is already a little while ago as well. I mean, it's like a week and a half. So it makes sense that we get a new patch right now, but if it was going to be another couple of weeks, I would have probably assumed that a balance update would never be coming. Anyways, okay, so I haven't seen this yet. I haven't scrolled past it. I have no idea what's in this list. But currently, I would say Void Rays are kind of dumb. Queens are kind of dumb. Lurkers are kind of dumb. Ghosts are kind of dumb. And I think splash damage in general is a little bit overtuned in StarCraft 2, but alright, that's just my personal opinion. I think Widow Mines are also a little meh. I think Banelings are a little bit too strong. I think Disruptors are a little bit too strong. I think Storm is too good. I think Vipers are a little bit too good with their Parasitic Bomb ability. I think Abduction might need a little bit of a tweak as well. So there's like a... I don't know how much there is. Let's look at the scroll bar is kind of small, guys. The scroll bar is kind of... Okay, let's see. Shield Battery. Starting energy reduced from 100 to 50 outside of the Nexus field. All right. Good start. This would make it so that you cannot simply proxy a shield battery on the other side of the map and then do a bunch of cheeky Void Rays inside of your opponent's main base. Right? This will definitely make Tempest cheeses and Void Ray cheeses a little bit better. And it will make them more defensive and less offensive. That's good. That's really good. Dark Templar. They now have a 0.75 second attack delay after blink. Alright, so this is particularly an issue in, I guess, Protoss versus Terran and also some in Protoss versus Protoss. It's not so much in PvZ. But you know that moment where you have like 10 Dark Templar and you're like, blink on top of the planetary fortress, swipe, 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 everything dies. You can't just nuke it within half a heartbeat, which is probably a good idea. 0.75 seconds sounds like a long time to me. But... Alright, anyways. Now, let's get to something that's probably a little bit more critical. I love, by the way, how Dark Templar are like a core unit in the StarCraft multiplayer right now. So, I hope this isn't too much, but I don't think so. Anyways, Void Ray. So, I guess you'll probably use the blink. It's called Shadow Strike, by the way, not blink. Anyways. I love how, I guess this will now be used defensively. Okay, so Void Rays. Void Rays, once upon a time, I think it's 20th of August, 2020. That's how long it's been since they buffed the Void Ray. It's a long time ago. But they buffed the movement speed, they buffed the build time from 43 to 37, and then they also changed the cost of the unit. And right now, apparently, mineral cost is going to go from 200 to 250. Build time increased from 37 to 43. I think overall, Void Rays aren't necessarily too strong. It's just that they are too common and too good overall at, like, most levels of the game. Especially below, like, the pro level. Void Rays are everything you see. Everything you see. Queens. All right. I'm a little nervous for this one. Can no longer transfuse off creep. Alright. So obviously, queen pushes are extremely prevalent. Why are queen pushes very prevalent? It's because Zerg late game, other than lurkers and vipers, is very shaky, right? So the reason why, like, Zerg, generally speaking, go for queen pushes is to try and win before the late game. I personally only win against Stargate openers when the queens can march across the map and actually obtain the victory with, like, Roaches, Ravagers, and Zerglings. If I see that my opponent is going for a double Stargate opener, for example, I know I need to kill them before the late game because 9 times out of 10, as soon as it gets to like the 15-minute mark, Unless I can build 100 spore crawlers and just kind of play that stalemate game where I don't even move across until like much later, I know I generally cannot win. A lot of that has to do with the Void Ray, but a lot of it also has to do with just the strength of that late game Skytle's army, but also with like the reliability that Zerg has on like late game spellcasters and how much harder that late game army is to control, right? So this is not that big of an issue overall, assuming that the late game also gets a bit of a switch. I personally wouldn't have minded seeing like one less anti-air range on the Queen. I know that that happened back in the day too. So, you know, they used to have more range than they have currently. Them not being able to transfuse off creep, I mean, you can still obviously use like an Overlord highway, right, to get creep across. You could still definitely push creep tumors too. But most of the Queen-based pushes in the current meta of StarCraft 2 are done at hatchery tech, so you don't have the ability to actually use like a creep highway.
Detected.
So that's something to keep in mind. Hey, thank you very much, Boney Boy, for gifting us up. Appreciate you. All right, so I'll have to see this one in combination with the other changes. Widow Mites reduce the effectiveness of drilling claws by 0.71 seconds to 1.07 seconds. So Widow Mites will now burrow quite a bit slower. That seems like a good change. Yeah. That is a very significant change, actually. It doesn't, like, the numbers don't sound that big of a deal, but it's about a 50% nerf. Actually, it might be exactly a 50% nerf. Yeah, that is definitely gonna burrow quite a bit slower. I'll have to see in game what that looks like, but I think overall the like super quick like it's a bit silly, right? The same for the lurker. All right, I agree. Reduces the effectiveness of adaptive talents from 0.71 seconds to 1.07 seconds. Okay, I also think lurkers are too fast with their burrowing and unburrowing. Nidus Worm? This is it. That's it. Nidus Worm increased starting creep by 1 unit in each direction around the worm once it spawns. Okay. So Nidus Worms will be slightly stronger. So I guess you go in for a Queen Nidus push instead. Is that the idea? So you can easily transfuse as the units pop out, right? So if you put the Queens in first. Yeah, the Queens can instantly drop creep tumors and stuff. All right. I was actually hoping for something a little bit more than this. Obviously, this is just my very initial reaction to this. This patch has been like 18, 19 months in the making since the most recent balance update to StarCraft 2. Don't get me wrong, I think all of these changes by themselves, they sound very good, they sound very logical. But I'm still a little concerned for some of the things that we run into in the game. Because, like, okay, so here's the thing, right? Why do we see Void Ray openers 9 times out of 10, for example, in Zerg versus Protoss? It's because it is by far the best build. Right now, it's going to be weaker because it takes longer for the units to come out and they're more expensive. But this doesn't make Robo openers or Twilight openers that much better, right? You can still definitely open up Void Rays here. I think for a while, if this goes through, like, this is obviously only PTR, right? So it'll be tested in the public test realm or the public test, whatever they call it. And then it might get published to the live version of the game as well. A lot of people will probably not open up Void Rays for quite some time. But this doesn't really address late game very much. I would have liked to see, like, for example, an Ultralisk size reduction or something along those lines. Maybe make carriers, I don't know, cost a bit more supply so you can't make nearly as many of them. Maybe make, I don't know, Brute Lords could cost a little bit additional supply as well. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. I think actually ghosts are not addressed at all. Oh my god, I just realized ghosts are not addressed at all. So wait, hold up. Protoss nerf, Protoss nerf, Protoss nerf, Queen or Zerg nerf, Terran nerf. Okay, that's the only Terran nerf? I feel like recently I've been seeing so much ghost usage in, well, every matchup. Maybe not so much in TVT. This is definitely a very good start for Terran, I suppose. Lowko, you don't see the ghost changes because it's cloaked? Right. I need to get, I don't know, an observer nearby or something like that. Yeah, as it is, this would definitely stand as a pretty good Terran patch. The thing is, adjusting things like ghosts are quite tricky, right? Because they are very critical. Do you think Bill Gates might just be a Maru fanboy? He might just be, right? That would explain the whole... No, I don't think this affects Terran versus Zerg all too much. I think the Lurker nerf is a very reasonable one. Lurker's obviously way too fast. It's... I guess most of my problems in StarCraft 2, or most of like my... Not just like problems as in like my own games, but also as far as like watching pro games go, is mostly late game. I think early game is really fun, mid game is really fun, late game is sometimes really fun, but oftentimes it's also very turtley, where no one really wants to do anything. Yeah, this is a very anti-cheese type of patch. So I feel like we might arrive in the mid-game and late game a little bit more regularly like this. Because you're not going to be able to proxy nearly as easily on the other side of the map. I mean, this one obviously is not really done in a cheesy way anymore. We used to see DTs being used as a cheese, but these days, not really the case. Yeah, these are minor tweaks that I think overall will definitely make the game better. I mean, I don't want to get greedy now either, right? Because after like a year and a half of nothing, it is nice to see literally anything. And I do think that these definitely do address some of the bigger problems in the game. Yeah, Widowmine drops are going to be less effective for sure with Drilling Claws and stuff. So like mid-game Drilling Claw drops is one of the things that we see quite a bit right now. But yeah. I mean, it is perfectly viable, though, for Protoss to open up with Twilight and Robo. It's just far riskier. So I don't see any mention right here of a new, like, map pool. But I think it's safe to assume a new map pool will probably also go live. I mean, I did do a lot of casts over the last, I think this was like 2 weeks ago or so, where I featured all of the winners from the TLMC, the Team Liquid map contest. And a lot of those actually were very nice. I actually think maps have a massive impact on the balance on the game as well. So, yeah, I do think that this is going to especially change up Protoss versus Zerg early game meta. Even though this is only 6 seconds, and with Chrono Boost, it's obviously negated even more. But it definitely is going to make Protoss players experiment a lot more with Twilight Council and Robo openers once again. And like in a lot of the pro games, that's the weird part, right? At the top level, a lot of the pro Zerg, or a lot of the pro Protoss players, they are already opening up Twilight and Robo quite frequently. It's just that the Stargate opener just feels really nice and comfortable, right? It's quite nice to do. But if they do open up Void Race, maybe a Nidus cheese. If you don't want to play late game, is not a terrible idea. Hey, so what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you think this is enough? Do you wish it was a little bit more, like I do as well? I guess it'll be, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the game actually looks like. It's a change, yeah. It's better than nothing. I forgot about my new outfit. I got an outfit in this game that I looted from this boss. And apparently the outfit is literally described as made from god skin. It's a little creepy. It's a little terrifying. Anyways, guys, it's been about... So I didn't play this game yesterday. It's now been like... I don't know. 30 hours since I last played? What? 30 hours without Elden Ring. I know. Crazy times. I figured today we're gonna go ahead and focus a lot on the main story in this game, okay? Because I've been backpedaling for a while. So here's like the full situation. I managed to make my way to the capital city. The capital city is where my current main quest is at. However, upon arriving there, I looked at the wiki and I think it mentions that this place is like level 80 plus. I noticed that like the mobs on this bridge, for example, are all incredibly tough. I was like, okay, I probably should not be here. So at the time, I think I was like level 65, 70-ish. And I decided to go around the world, not knowing really what I should be doing. Now, it turns out that I found some stuff to do. Because now I am level 93. So while I initially was a little underleveled for the main story of the game, I think I might be a little bit overleveled right now. I mean, it's recommended levels, so it's not super accurate. But yeah, initially I didn't know what to do, and then I got a few things that I can take care of. I could still definitely go around the world as well and do some other stuff, but I think I'm today gonna focus a little bit more, unless I get hopelessly distracted. Definitely a good chance of that. I mean, first off, I gotta go check this out, right? I gotta go see what's on this road. Because there's a bunch of people on boats and stuff, you know? I wanna see what's going on there. But at least, if everything goes according to plan, I wanna try and focus a little bit more on the main story today. That's the plan. Will I get hopelessly distracted? Possibly. So I found this one statue some time ago, right up here, that points down this path. And this path kind of just goes... I don't know where it goes. I actually don't think it's here, though. I think it's up on these rocks. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's up above. I have no idea how I would get there. We can have a look at Lenny's rice. See if we can go from there, maybe? I don't know. Let's go down, Thort. Welcome. Lowko, it's hard to see who's online on the phone. Oh, you mean on the Twitch app? Don't worry about it, bro. Just unfollow everyone and just follow my channel. That will take care of that problem. I don't think there's anything there, dude. I mean, I don't see a path out into the... Oh, God. Oh. I don't see a path out into the... I haven't finished my coffee yet, okay? Give me a break, guys. Goodbye, 34k souls. Dude, honestly, level ups have become so expensive now. Yeah, it's now 52,500 for one level. Like, 35k isn't even a level anymore. But I will go and pick them up now. I found some really good spots for rune farming. What the fuck, game? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why would you just steer me off into the nothingness? Am I gonna die here? Oh, no. I said I was gonna focus on the main storyline, and here I am, huh? Jumping around. Right, so... let's try and not get too distracted today. Should I redo the little part towards the... Yeah, that's what I should do, I think. So... we can start over here, I think. I already have a few save points a little bit deeper into the city, but I think I'll start over here. Lowko, this is going great. Drink your coffee first. Have I killed the tree sentinel? I have killed the tree sentinel, yeah. Now, the thing is, out here, to the road to this wonderful place. Look at this. Spoiler alert, I guess. There's one tree sentinel. And then there's another. There's 2 of them now. So this is the very first boss you come across in the world. Haven't finished these guys off yet. But I am way more powerful than I was last time I was here. So, like, I'm assuming it's gonna be doable. They will still hit like a truck, though. So we can actually... They're not staggerable. We can actually fight one of them before the other one gets triggered into this battle. Oh, shit. Dude, they still hit very hard. Yeah, we can actually fight one of them at a time here. At some point, usually the other guy will get triggered into the battle as well, but... Oh, okay, so actually... Oh, I didn't realize it worked like that. So... They're actually one boss. I didn't get any souls for that first guy. Or runes, rather, sorry. But yeah, I am now quite a bit higher level than when I first was here, so things get a bit easier. So from what I've heard, you get an absurd amount of souls in this area. Apparently you get a lot. So, quite excited for that. Apparently this may be one of the best areas for soul farming. So essentially what happened some time ago is I ran past all of the enemies because I found out I couldn't kill anything. And then I ran past these doors. And then eventually I got to the save point and then I teleported away. That's about it. Look, a nice mug. Dude, this is one of my coolest mugs. Can I flex with my mug for a little bit? I've flexed with this mug many times. I don't even know where I got it, but it's really nice. Is it gonna focus? Dude, look at that. It's got like the whole... Yeah, dude. It's a large mug, too. It's a proper American mug, I guess.